Yo, it's your boy Marcus and Morrison back from the video. Today we're going to be talking about the Black Ops 7 leaks, some of the things that may impact COD Mobile, things of that nature, what that means for BO6, and maybe seeing some of those guns start getting brought back, what the opportunities are there, and like the death of Warzone Mobile and how that's going to affect everything. So kind of going to cover a bunch of stuff here. Black Ops 7, first off, I mean, the reveal trailer happened today. It was like a Gamescom or something like that in Europe. It showed off what Black Ops 7 is going to be, and as a console Call of Duty fan, I just... it looks fine. You know, we saw the Peacekeeper, we saw the M8, we saw a bunch of guns that we've known from the history of Black Ops. We have some of them in COD Mobile. I just don't see this really... it looks good. Like, the game looks good. I'll be honest with you. They talk a lot about the campaign. They talk about a little bit about multiplayer, a little bit about zombies. Not much about zombies. Apparently, they've already had people get flown out to play zombies. And it's more the same, right? The Warzone-ification of Call of Duty Zombies is what's happened on console. And it ruins the zombies experience. Flat out. So... I don't know, there's armor plates and the same old stuff. Nothing's changing. So that sucks to see for zombies. Anybody who's a zombies fan on console is not happy about that, I'm sure. As well as what's going on with the campaign. I've always said the campaign is the most... it lacks replay value, right? You play the campaign once, you beat it. For most people, that's enough. They're done with the campaign, right? They beat it. And that's about 8 hours of playtime. Sometimes it's 9, sometimes it's 10, whatever. And then maybe if you're really into the campaign, you enjoy, you know, doing the alternate ending or whatever the case may be. So you do the alternate of everything. So maybe you play it through it twice. That's 16 to 20 hours of playtime. If you are a crazy campaign lover, right? Maximum, you know, if you play through it 3 times, that's a day's worth of playtime. I don't think anybody's really playing more than 2 days of the campaign. That's 6 playthroughs. That's absurd, right? So if people are playing it that much, good for them. That's an outlier. I feel like most people, like myself, play the campaign 1 time, don't ever play it again. I'm done. I beat it, I'm done. I don't need to play it again. A lot of people don't even play the campaign. So what matters is the multiplayer. Now, there's some good, there's some bad. It looks like we're having some jetpack out, like, options in there somewhere. I don't know what it's going to be with, but we're seeing it. It could be in Blackout. There was in Blackout, in Black Ops 4, there was a special mode called Heavy Metal Heroes, I believe was the name of it. And it basically, everybody got a jetpack and you can kind of fly around and play Black Ops 4, but with the jetpack. That is totally fine, right? As a special side mode, totally fine. I still think the core of the community wants boots on the ground. Will probably always want boots on the ground. I just think it's fine to have a little bit of variety, right? We've had boots on the ground for, I mean, what? It's been like 8 straight years, right? World War II, Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War, Vanguard, MW2, MW3, BO6. I mean, that's a lot of games in a row. Those are all boots on the ground. So I'm interested to see what the community opinion is on that happening. Obviously, in COD Mobile, we have boots on the ground. So it's not really, you know what I mean? We have side modes where you can fly around a little bit. It's really just double jumping straight into the air. But you have that. I just don't think that's that big of a deal. I'm fine with it coming back, though, because that does mean we get Uplink back. I do love Uplink. I'm a big Control fan, but I do love Uplink, too, so I don't mind either one of them when those are our side modes. In this gameplay, by the way, you're going to see this first half was terrible. The second half, I pull out the cheese, you know what I mean? The USS-9, the Martyrdom, 4 score streaks, persistence, and I just farm these kids in the second half. Like, I do my thing. I was getting cooked in the first half. I think in the second half, I definitely had at least a 2.0. Yeah, rough game. The COD Mobile, I don't even know, man. I usually do ranked gameplays, so I just don't enjoy. It's terrible having to use this stuff when you're playing against these top 5K guys, and this is all they do. It really sucks playing against them. I think this guy Superman on the other team might be hacking, but I don't know. I don't know how this. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Anyway, BO7, the rest of this stuff, I feel like the guns will be good. You know, the movement's going to be fine. It'll be deal withable at worst. And I think the streaks look good. We saw the VTOL, the Sentry Gun, RCXD, you know, some of the classics. I think the VTOL is a good one to get back. I did like the VTOL back in the day. And it's not as good in COD Mobile. It's super weak. But in this game, it could be good. So if BO7 has a nice VTOL, that's nice to see. Skill-based matchmaking is still going to be absolutely insane in public matches, I'm sure. Hopefully they tone it back just a little bit, but I think that's also hard to do with like the gradual progression of people playing Call of Duty over their lifetime. Everybody's slowly getting better, even like the terrible players. So I think, you know, it just makes sense. But there are still terrible players that you'll never see because of skill-based. So I think that's fine. I guarantee you that's going to be a big part of the game. EOMM, SBMMM, that stuff's still going to be a problem. I think ranked will be fine, especially if we get uplink back and there's a way to sort of fly around. And uplink is the third mode. I think that'll really, we need that. I think the control, like, people just hate on control like crazy, right? One person hated on it, then everybody else started hating on it, and then it's just a hate train. It played amazing in BO4, and in every other game since, it's been up and down. But you got to remember, on the console side, we haven't had good maps in, man, since BO4. In my opinion, we haven't had a good map set since BO4. You could say end of the MW3 season when they brought in Rio and Vista. Those were really good maps. And that La Casa map, I think it was called, was also really good. I think that might have been Modern Warfare 2 2022. But you get my point. Maps have been terrible. Therefore, all the modes are kind of bad. You know what I mean? It's just, it's hard to make them work when the maps are literally some of the worst we've ever seen, right? Azir Cave, Piccadilly, these maps suck. So it's hard to have a good map when you're playing Gavutu Control. You know what I mean? Anyway, I do like it. I like what I've seen. I think Zombies is going to be same as BO6, right? We'll probably have a couple of good maps, a couple of bad maps, and a couple in the middle, right? And I think that's just the way that it is. That's how it's going to be. You know, they'll get a couple of them right, and they'll get a couple of them wrong. And that's just kind of, that's the way the cookie crumbles, right? That's just how it is nowadays. I'd also like to see a couple of things with just the overall fun of the game. I just want the game to be fun, you know what I mean? I want to be able to have like replay value and want to come back and keep playing it, right? And I don't feel like playing ranked in pubs is not necessarily what we want. It's not like that in COD Mobile, right? Pubs is like literal bots. So I'm not saying we need that. I'm just saying we want to play real people. We just don't want to be constantly getting match made into games where it's like, I mean, dude, I play with these guys and I see these same players when I'm grinding Iridescent. You know what I mean? When I'm playing ranked, I'm over here playing Scrap in pubs. Scrap's literally like the #1 AR in Call of Duty right now, right? He's like the best player. He just won MVP. So why am I playing him in public matches? You get what I'm saying? That being said, I feel like I've kind of covered everything. This gameplay came back and won, so that's what matters. Tired of playing this just like USS9 Warfare. It totally blows, man. Class setup here. Overall, let me know your thoughts on the BO7 trailers, things like that. If you've watched them, if you haven't, go check them out. They're all over the place. Just type in Black Ops 7 into YouTube and you'll find all kinds of stuff to watch about it. Everybody's reactions and things. People are going and playing it early, so they're getting a taste of it. But basically, it really looks like BO6 reincarnated and then like a little bit more futuristic in terms of like the options that are in the game and what you'll be able to do. I don't know. The guns will be fun, so I'm sure there will be some good stuff in the game. It's just I'm hoping it's like a BO4 caliber level COD, right? I loved BO4 though, so I'm biased. That being said, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you want to. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. It's been your boy Marcus Omorsini. I'm out.